Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to guide you through a simple and effective self-forearm massage, working both the top and the bottom. It's best if you use a little oil or lotion, not too much, just enough for glide. So let's go ahead and apply that now, with a few long, gentle strokes from the elbow to the wrist. This helps bring blood flow to the muscles and prepares them for the massage. We'll do lots of long stroking movements, which is called effleurage, and this is how we should always begin and end any massage. Keep going until you feel the forearm begins to get nice and warm. Make sure to work along the top of the arm, which is the extensor, and the bottom of the arm, which is the flexor. Once you've done enough effleurages, let's move into our first technique. Using your knuckles to work down the forearm, make a loose fist and gently glide your knuckles from just below the elbow down towards the wrist. The flexors are responsible for bending the wrist and fingers. Because we use them so often and they're rarely stretched, they can become very tight and sore. Regularly massaging them helps to keep them flexible, reduce strain, and protect the wrist and hands. Let's now rotate the arm over and repeat the same movement on top to the extensors. These are also often very tight, especially in anyone who types, lifts, or performs any repetitive movements. Now that both sides of the forearm should be feeling a little lighter, let's go back to the flexors and use our other forearm as our massage tool, gliding down, using a pressure that's comfortable for you, repeating as many times as you like. If at any point you notice the skin starts to become red, this is normal. It's known as erythema, and it's a reaction to massage due to inflammation, friction, and blood flow to the area. Now let's repeat to the flexors and hold into any areas that feel particularly tight. For anyone suffering with tennis elbow, otherwise known as lateral epicondylitis, we never work directly on the bone. So let's find the source of the pain and go a couple of inches below and add some friction movements using our fingers or knuckle. The most common spot where pain is felt is in the upper third of the forearm. Just be careful, however, to stay on the muscle, not the bone itself. Using friction combined with some small circles helps break up any adhesions and stimulate circulation, breaking down tension along this area. Let's repeat underneath the forearm. If you suffer with golfer's elbow, otherwise known as medial epicondylitis, you may experience quite a lot of pain at the upper forearm just below the bone. I personally hold a lot of tension here and like to use the knuckle to really work into specific points of tension. Once I feel the tension begins to relax, I'll then do some small thumb circles with the fingers all the way down the flexors. Now, to work the flexors and extensors at the same time, let's clasp our hand round the forearm and gently twist all the way along, releasing the fascia under the skin, all the way round, top to bottom. Using a clasped hand once again, let's squeeze and release all along the forearm, top and bottom. With the forearm still facing up, let's give a nice stretch gently to the fingers. Then slowly turn over and repeat. To finish, let's repeat those slow gliding effleurages from wrist to elbow, flushing away any waste that's been released during the massage. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've enjoyed, please like, leave a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.